Hello, today I am joined by the Brevard Symphony Orchestra's principal flute, Tina Apelgren. She has been with the BSO for 30 years, and right now she is gearing up to play for you all for the free 4th of July Symphony Under the Stars on the Cocoa Riverfront Park this Thursday, July 4th. Welcome, Christina.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Most people call me Tina.
Well, Tina, I'm so glad to get the chance to chat with you. So can you tell us your brief background? How did you end up here on the lovely Space Coast?
Well, I've been in Florida for over 30 years. And when I first moved to Florida, it was south of here in the Fort Lauderdale area. And I was playing with an orchestra called the South Florida Symphony. That orchestra folded in 1985. So I was quite distraught. But then that summer, I got a call from a fellow named Kipros Markou, who said he was from the Brevard Symphony Orchestra, and they had an opening for the flute, and I came and played for him, and I've been playing ever since.
Wow, so I feel like that was just meant to be.
Yes, I think so.
All right, so tell me, once you reach principal status, which congratulations, by the way, how do you continue to be challenged and keep learning and everything?
That's an excellent question. I think as a musician, you're always challenged by your collaborators, by the other musicians in the orchestra, by the soloists, and certainly by the conductor. They're always pushing you to either learn new music that you've never played before or reinterpret something that you've played perhaps a dozen times. So there's always a challenge there.
Ah, that's remarkable, and that's very cool that something you've already played, but everybody has their own spin on it type of thing.
That's absolutely true.
Wow, so do you have a most memorable concert with the Brevard Symphony Orchestra? I'm sure you have so many to choose from.
Actually, one that sticks in my mind was just last season. The soloist was a violinist named Paul Huang. He was absolutely spectacular. And the season finale that we played last year, we played a piece called Jubilate Deo, and the audience just went crazy for it. It was the first time I had ever heard of this piece. It's a relatively new piece, and it was in several different movements, and it had a chorus, and each movement was in a different language. It was astounding. And I get goosebumps now just talking about it. And that was again, you say, how do you keep motivated? Things like that come up out of the blue you're not expecting, and you get so excited to play something like that.
That is fascinating. I wish I could hear that. Is that going to happen again, do you think?
Well, every concert is special, but that certainly was a very special concert.
So, Tina, tell us a little bit about your gorgeous flute here. Now, is this the same one you've had for a while? Do you switch it up?
Okay, well, I've had this particular flute since 2002. It's made by Powell. They're a very fine flute maker in Boston. And originally I played with the head joint, that's this top piece, that came with the flute, and I played on that for a long, long time. But about 3 years ago, I had the New York Flute Center send me some different head joints, some gold head joints. And as soon as I played on this head joint and played it for a few different friends, they were like, you have to buy that head joint. So I played on this one ever since. And this is made by a German maker called Dana Sheridan. He's not making them anymore. This was one of the last head joints he ever made. So I feel really lucky to have it.
Wow, that's so special. So that's definitely meant to be as well. What is it made out of?
It's made out of gold. It's 14 karat gold. And I think 90% of the sound of the flute is the head joint, how it's designed, what the material is. So that's really gives the unique sound to each flute, is how the head joint is made.
Wow, I have never played the flute myself, so I did not know that. That is fun. So I played percussion growing up, which is probably as far from the flute as you can get. But if you could ever play another instrument, which would you choose, or do you play another one?
You know, it's funny, when you mentioned percussion, I always look back there and think to myself, boy, those guys look like they're really having fun. That would be a good choice, I think.
So, Tina, do you have any advice for beginners? What if somebody is thinking about which instrument they want to play? Why should they choose the flute?
Oh, the flute, to me, the flute has the sound of the human voice, the language, and the articulation. It's very much, but I think you have to find what instrument speaks to you. And most of the time in the schools, they'll have people come in and they let you try different instruments. And whatever one grabs you, like when I played this, the first time I ever played the flute, it just grabbed me. If you would have asked me when I was 6 years old, what do you want to do for a living? I would have said to you, I want to play the flute in a symphony orchestra. Wow. I've just known my whole life that's what I wanted to do. But I think when an instrument grabs you, that's the instrument you should go with.
Wow, I love that. That's so true that it should grab you. And how amazing that you're living your dream. Congratulations on that. And I love what you said, that it's the sound of the human voice. Would you like to play us a few notes?
I'll just play a few notes to get everyone ready for the 4th of July. This is from the Stars and Stripes Forever.
Yay. Wow. That was incredible. Thank you so much, Tina. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience?
Just come to the 4th of July concert. You'll love it.
Yes, and you'll see Tina in the front row. Where do you sit?
I sit right in front of the conductor.
Okay. So he knows. You keep him on track.
Yeah.
Okay, and welcome back. And now I am so excited to be joined by Brevard Symphony Orchestra's one and only Laura Sayer, who is the Director of Communications, which is an amazing job. So congratulations.
Thank you so much, Darcy. Hi, everyone. So happy to be here.
Well, I'm so glad you're here too. So tell us your background. Where are you from? How'd you end up on our gorgeous Space Coast? And how'd you end up working with the BSO?
Yes, absolutely. So I am a proud Jacksonville, Florida, well, not so much resident anymore, but I grew up in Jacksonville, Florida. I attended Florida State for my bachelor's and my master's degree. Go Noles. And then the BSO actually brought me to Melbourne. Always been passionate about the arts. I was a theater kid. I was a dance kid. I was a choir kid. Still am very much a choir kid.
So do you still sing anywhere right now? Can we see you?
Yes, so I actually perform with the Brevard Community Chorus. We are off for the summer, but we'll be back in the fall, and we'll have a holiday concert. So stay tuned. Follow them on Facebook for that.
Okay, so we have the 4th of July Symphony Under the Stars concert coming up. I'm sure that's been a lot to coordinate. Tell us how that's been.
We couldn't do it without anyone on our team. Light Rock 99.3 and Mindy Levy. She is going to be our MC. The cities of Cocoa and Rockledge also really help us out, and all of our amazing sponsors. The whole team comes together. Chris, our music director, our amazing musicians, the rest of the staff here. And so it truly is a team effort, and even though it is such a massive undertaking, it's also massively rewarding. So we're super excited.
That's a great way to put it. I can attest because I attended last year, and I am actually planning, I didn't tell you this, to come this year, so I'm excited. So definitely worth it. Definitely the best 4th of July event here on the Space Coast, so I'm partial to that. So, okay, how does the day go? What time do things start? What can we expect?
Yes, absolutely. So the concert itself starts at 8 p.m. So that's when, the initial announcements begin. That's when Chris takes the podium, and then we're off. However, I recommend people get there a bit earlier just so they can bring their chairs, their blankets, get set up. There are nearby restaurants and bars, and also food trucks available so people can grab some dinner, or they can bring dinner to the park.
Definitely. I actually packed a picnic last year. It's fun to do a little charcuterie, kind of have a date night thing. And then the Brevard Symphony Orchestra plays during the fireworks, right? So we can expect to hear some classics?
Oh, absolutely. So you'll hear a bunch of patriotic favorites, Stars and Stripes Forever. We may or may not be performing a medley that includes the Space Force.
I like that. May or may not. So it might not happen, but sounds intriguing. I like that. Okay, so what we like to do sometimes on our show is do a little lightning round. Are you up for that?
Yes, I am.
So because we're in Florida, dolphins or manatees?
Oh, manatees, 100%.
Me too. Hot dog or burger?
I'm a hamburger girl myself.
Baseball or basketball?
I love baseball a lot. I love getting the food in the games as well.
Tuba or saxophone?
Oh, tuba. I am dating a former FSU marching chief who was in the tuba section, so I think I am contractually obligated to say the tuba.
Wow, so funny. I was thinking of random instruments, so it was meant to be that I picked that one. All right, so if you could be a conductor or be an opera singer, which would you choose? And this is professional full-time.
Professional opera singer. Do I have the chops for that? I don't think so, but I would love to be an opera singer.
Well, you never know. You're already in the choir. So is there anything else you'd like to share with our viewers about the orchestra, about 4th of July?
This is Chris Confessori's 30th year as music director for the BSO, and this will actually be the concert that he started on 30 years ago, was the July 4th concert.
So definitely we need to come celebrate that. So come out. We can't wait to see you all. Wish you all a happy 4th of July, and stay tuned. Later in the summer, we're going to do a more in-depth segment about the Brevard Symphony Orchestra and their upcoming season, but we're so happy to get to chat with Laura and Tina today. So happy 4th of July, everyone.
Happy 4th of July. See you guys out there.
Hey everybody, happy 4th of July. Welcome to the beach here at Cocoa Beach, aka our backyard. And when my co-host and I think of 4th of July, we think of barbecuing, grilling, family time, beach time, of course. So we've got some fun ideas to show you for what to do on 4th of July. Chef, what are we cooking up today?
So today I was thinking about, what's the best thing to make for 4th of July? I would say something traditional, the burger. But I want to add a twist to it. And as I thought about it, I was like, what do I love so much about the United States of America? What do I love so much about the 4th of July and celebrating this country's independence? And really, to me, I feel it's the diversity. You can be from anywhere in the world. And if you get the opportunity to come to the United States, you can become anything in the world. And so I feel like I wanted to make a traditional dish, the burger.
Love it.
But I wanted to have it represent the entire world.
Ooh, okay.
So we're going to do 3 types of burgers today. We're going to have the premium American burger, the classic. We're going to have the Mediterranean burger. And we'll show the ingredients later.
Yes.
And then we're also going to do the Caribbean burger.
Oh, I love that idea. And just so you know, if you see this glass we're drinking from, it says 4Ocean on it. I'm actually an ambassador. They're a great company. They are all about cleaning up our oceans, our waterways, getting rid of the plastic. If you purchase a bracelet, it goes towards 5 pounds of plastic removal.
Yep.
So this is our backyard. We want to keep it clean, protect the ocean. So please go to their website,
Yes.
purchase a bracelet, and also don't leave trash on the beach.
Yeah. And we live on the beach, so we see it every day. Please make it something that's a worthwhile cause. Thank you.
I agree. All right, it's time to get grilling. Get to work, Chef.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
So now here we are at the Beachside Grill with our great friend Emily, who actually named the Beachside Grill. So that's why she gets a burger today.
Yay.
Today we, first of all, happy 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July.
Yeah. Today we made 3 different burgers to show the diversity of this great country. But we're going to start off with Emily's burger. Emily, please describe what's in your burger.
Well, today, my burger is a standard American burger with cheese, onions, mushrooms, lettuce, tomato, and a little bit of ketchup and mustard. Oh, and of course, some pickle.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. And over here, honey, I made this burger for you. This is the Mediterranean burger. In the Mediterranean burger, first, we did not use meat. We used the Impossible burger. Secondly, we used feta and tzatziki as the sauce. So you got a little bit of tzatziki, a little bit of feta, and I think you put some pickled onions in there, right? Olives. Oh, I forgot about the olives. Okay. And then the last burger is the Caribbean burger. So in the Caribbean burger, we made this beautiful slaw with pineapples and red bell peppers, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of salt, pepper, and sugar. And then for the sauce, we're using this amazing jerk sauce, because Caribbean, you gotta have jerk sauce. So Em, what does 4th of July mean to you?
4th of July is one of my favorite holidays. It reminds me of growing up in Wisconsin, which I know Darcy also grew up in Wisconsin. Lots of time on the lake, fireworks. We had a little parade in the town I grew up in, Stonebank, Wisconsin.
Nice.
Friends, family, barbecue, beer, hot dogs, all the classics.
All the above.
And when I was little, I used to decorate my bike, and my friends and I would decorate our bikes and go in the parade, and it was a lot of fun.
Very cool. I'd say my fondest 4th of July was living in Washington, D.C., going to the Washington Monument, where we did a little picnic, had a beautiful 4th of July, the fireworks all over the place, and then all of a sudden, literally, boom, pouring rain, and everyone just running off the mall with their chairs, their barbecue stuff, their food, and trying to find shelter. But I remember we laughed all the way home and had a great time.
All right, guys, so happy 4th of July. Thanks for tuning in. Enjoy your burgers. And, of course, have some sides, have some chips, and some cherries, of course.
Cherries, of course.
Yes. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Hit subscribe. Share the channel. And thanks to our good friend Emily, my fellow
Thank you.
Wisconsinner, for coming to visit us during our 4th of July episode.
Thank you for the burger.
Yes. Now, bon appetit. Yeah.